Hi folks, this is Jeff from the Icebox Radio Theater, coming on before the podcast, assuming that you're listening to this in the autumn of 2026, to let you know about our next big live broadcast show. It's the Coffee Landing Radio Hour, coming to you on Saturday, September 19th at 7 p.m. Central Time. The theme for the night will be Legends, and we'll be doing two great full-length plays, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and an IBRT original, Wendigo, along with comedy, music, and more. Now you can listen to the big show free on Radio Icebox, that's our streaming radio station, or you can watch the magic happen live on YouTube for a donation of any amount. For e-tickets and information, visit our website at iceboxradio.org and click on the Live page. That's the Coffee Landing Radio Hour, Legends, on Saturday, September 19th at 7 p.m. Central Time. Tickets and information at iceboxradio.org/live. It all started like this. I was sitting on a stump in the woods. It was a nice late winter, early spring day. Not too cold, bugs weren't out yet. But an old man sat on a log a few feet away. He stared at me with the saddest eyes I'd ever seen. What should I tell them?
I don't follow.
Your kids hired me to find you. I did that. Now I have to tell them something.
Oh, that's a pickle. And here's the thing. You're not going to tell them where I am.
He had a gun. He had pulled a pistol and was pointing it in my general direction. I didn't have the strong sense he was going to shoot me. Fact is, I didn't really know the man. I would have stood up, agreed to anything he said, and then run away. Problem was, there was $5,000 on the line if I could bring him home.
I'm not coming with you.
I believed him, but I had to try. Oh, and that helicopter? It just kept getting closer.
The Icebox Radio Theater presents The Adventures of Larry Snow, Private Eye? Tonight's episode, The Old Man in the Forest.
It's funny how a town like ours, that is to say a little town in northern Minnesota where the people are strong and the winters are cold, could have so much going on below the surface. I moved here 15 years ago when my aunt passed away and left me her house, and I'd spent those 15 years enjoying the solitude and quiet. About the only excitement in life was Greta.
You have to help them, Larry.
And I know what you're thinking, but our relationship was not romantic, or even physical, unless you count the number of times she's hit me. Ow! That hurt.
Oh, quiet. I barely touched you, you big baby.
Greta rented my basement apartment. She was all right on that score. Paid her rent on time, didn't play loud music, but she was, I think, a little bored with small town life, and took it out on me.
You have to look at this one. You are a private detective.
I was not a private detective.
You're the closest thing we've got to a private detective. And you've got to help these people.
That was Greta's standard line. I've got to help these people, no matter who these people were or how much their problem resembled a police matter. I had to help them. Which brings us to the Parkhurst family and their wayward father, the man with the gun.
You've got to help these people.
You've said that already.
But you've got to help them.
I really don't.
Their father is missing.
Yeah, I understand that. But their father went missing in a national park, which means there are entire teams that exist to search for and rescue him. They're called search and rescue teams.
They looked.
And they didn't find him, I know.
So you understand how important this is.
To the Parkhursts, sure. I just fail to see how it's important to me.
You're all they've got.
They have the police, the sheriffs, the park police, the state police.
None of those idiots did anything.
Yeah, because the missing man was a hunter and hiker and knew how to get by in the woods, even in winter.
But he's still gone. And he has dementia.
Look, if something happened to him, what do you expect me to do? I have the survival skills of a Manhattan Pilates class.
You could talk to the family. You could get clues as to where he might have gone. You could give them some peace of
You
mind.
can't force peace of mind on people.
They'll pay us $5,000.
Why didn't you say that from the start?
I wanted you to agree on principle.
Oh, and what is this us business? Are you supposed to be my secretary now?
Keep up, Larry. I've been your secretary for like 2 months.
That is ridiculous.
I found you cases. I've kept up correspondence with clients. I even filed for an LLC.
You what?
That reminds me. You have to go to the bank. They need your signature on file for the company checking account.
I agreed to none of this.
And yet, there it is. Come on, Larry. These people need your help.
What they need is to accept that their father is gone and then get on with their lives.
And you could help them do that for $5,000.
This town. I would love to tell you that Greta had moved my cold, stony heart to help these poor people and by extension my community, but the truth was I just wanted to get her off my back. And there were a few projects around the house I'd been putting off. An unexpected $5,000 was an excellent reason to hire someone else to do them. So a day later, Greta and I pulled up to a modest-looking bungalow in the nicest neighborhood in town. The place was overshadowed by the houses around it, like a farm girl at the dance, trying to measure up to the rich beauty queens despite her homemade dress. The grass was a little too neat, the swing on the porch looked like it was waiting for its first sit-down, and when I got close I realized the plants were all plastic or silk. It was like a model home done up by a real estate agent who had no idea what she was doing. We rang the bell and were let in by a mousy little thing that couldn't have been more than 19. She ushered us into the living room where a woman sat in regal repose on an easy chair that looked about as comfortable as a steel bench. Steel seemed to be the theme with this woman. Steel gray hair, ramrod straight spine, and the look she gave us when we sat on her plastic-covered furniture had all the heat of an ingot in an ice storm. Next to her, leaning casually against a wall, was a kid with a surly smirk on his face. The ripped jeans, backwards ball cap, and concert t-shirt told me he was on the 3rd decade of adolescence. I glanced over at Greta and silently asked, "What have you got me into?" Greta ignored me. She was sitting on the edge of her cushion, eyes wide, back straight. She was obviously intimidated by the steel magnolia in the easy chair. I chuckled to myself, then realized I was on the edge of my seat too. I guess some people have an air of authority about them. We were in Steel Magnolia's world now, and I had the feeling that our escape was anything but assured.
Thank you for seeing us.
That's all right. Thanks for agreeing to help.
Yes, well, we...
Haven't actually agreed to anything yet.
Larry.
Just hang on a second. I want a few introductions before we go any further. You know us, of course.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting you. Can't see where I would have had the need before now.
Meaning you have no need of detectives.
Of course not.
Good, because I'm not a detective.
That's not the impression your girl gave me.
My girl. I kind of like the sound of that.
Larry.
Fine. My name is Snow. Occasionally I do favors for people in an unofficial capacity. I'm not licensed, bonded, deputized, or anything else that would make this arrangement legal or binding.
We're paying you $5,000. That constitutes a verbal contract.
Fair enough, but I'm not taking a penny until I decide whether or not it's worth my time.
I don't like this guy.
Quiet, Duke.
But I don't like this guy. Got his nose in the air. Stuck up.
Quiet.
Thinks he's better.
You know, introductions would be a good place to start, kind of like knowing who's insulting me.
That is my brother Duke. He's one of your employers.
Yeah.
As is our sister Jen. There in the corner.
The Dollenganger siblings, lovely.
What?
And I am Carol, the eldest.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
It means, As I said, I'm Snow. My girl here is Greta.
Larry.
And we're here to help if we can. What seems to be the trouble?
Father is missing.
I heard. When did you see him last?
His car was found parked along Route 7 near the park.
That's not what I asked.
What? Oh, I honestly can't recall when I saw him last.
He doesn't live here?
Of course not. This is my home.
Where does he live?
Shady Shores Rest Home. That's his address, anyway.
What do you mean?
Father always enjoyed the outdoors. Whenever he can, he gets away to camp and hike.
Is that safe in his condition?
What are you talking about, condition?
Greta told me he has dementia.
He does. But it comes and goes.
Can't the home keep him on a leash?
He's resourceful. He's escaped before. Constantly, as a matter of fact.
Right. Well, I think this is enough to get started. I don't need the $5,000 now, but I'll expect partial payment after a day, even if we find nothing.
Wait a moment.
Sorry, we can't stay. Important detective business. I've got a fedora fitting. I'll be in touch. Come along, girl.
Larry.
Get up. Let's go.
We'll be...
In touch. I said that. Let's go.
What are you doing?
Getting out of there. What are you trying to mix me up in?
Those people need help. And you just walked away from $5,000.
I did not. I said I would look into it.
You should have asked for half.
Then I would have been indebted to them, and kiddo, I don't want to owe that group anything. They give off a Flannery O'Connor vibe, Southern Gothic in a northern setting.
So you're not gonna help them.
I'd like to check in on the old man.
Where are we going?
Shady Shores, of course.
Why? He's not there.
I have questions. Like, why does a dementia patient living in a care center still have a car?
How do you know?
It was left parked on Route 7, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Greta was silent on the drive over, and don't think I didn't enjoy it. Shady Shores Rest Home was about what you'd expect in elder care for a town our size. Not quite illegal, but the gap between their brochure and reality was large enough for me to wish for a quick, painless death. I had a friend who worked there. I could only hope he'd forgotten about the $100 I owed him.
Where are you going?
Shady Shores?
The entrance is back there.
Let me tell you something about hospitals and rest homes, Greta. If you want to know what's going on, you need the smokers.
The what?
The smokers. 2-pack-a-day types. The people doing the cooking and the cleaning around here.
Shouldn't we talk to the office?
The office would lose its license if they talked to us. What we need is, that fatso. Right over there. Yo, Bly!
Jesus. Is that Snow? You got my money?
You just jump in, huh? No hello, no nothing.
Time is money, man. Hey, Greta.
Hey,
You still hanging around with this loser?
we're in business together.
I thought you were my secretary.
What the hell could you two be doing together?
We're private detectives.
You're putting me on.
Yes, she is.
Real funny. Greta, you ever get tired of him, you know where I am, right?
I'll just start looking under rocks.
Oh, saucy.
Hey, Bly, I got a question for you.
I got a question for you, Sherlock. Where's my money?
I'm getting it.
Well, when you get it, come see me with a 6-pack and you can ask all the questions you want.
There's an extra 50 if you answer a few questions right now.
What?
What kind of questions?
Just about a resident.
Oh, you mean the kind of questions that'd get me fired. No thanks.
It's Bert Parkhurst, Bly.
Yeah?
You know him?
Sure.
We're trying to find him. Why so cagey?
You remember what I said about getting fired, right? We're not supposed to talk about the residents.
Well, we're working on behalf of his family.
Doing what?
Trying to find him. What? What's so funny?
Oh, man. If you only knew what you were in for.
So tell me.
Nah, I gotta get back to work.
There's an extra 100 in it for you.
Stop that.
100? On top of the 50 you already promised?
Sure.
Greta.
Alright, but if this gets back to me, I'm fining you two, understand?
Sure. Does Burke Parkhurst live here?
Barely. Weirdest situation I'd ever seen. The daughter, what's her name? One with the stick up her butt.
Carol.
Yeah, her. 6 months ago, she brings him in, pays for a year in advance, and insists he's got dementia. Docs don't see it, and they tell her so. But she goes into that office with one of them. Comes out 5 minutes later with a 24-hour watch order. That doc, Got a brand new boat that year.
Uh-huh. So does he have dementia?
Oh, hell no. He's the smartest guy in the building. He's just pretending to get the daughter off his back.
So where is he?
Well, he takes these, excursions.
Meaning...
Meaning he gets the hell out. I don't know where he goes, but he's gone for days at a time. Look, this is a sad-ass place, and no one should be here if they don't have to be. Most of us figured out pretty quick that Bert don't belong, so we look the other way when he slips out.
Isn't that the kind of thing that'll get you fired?
Like I said, stick-upper butt paid a year in advance. The office gets their money, we got one less bedpan to change. Everyone benefits from a blind eye.
Right. Well, thanks, Bly.
That's $250, right?
Yes, my secretary will cut you a check from her personal account.
What?
I ruminated on all that while Greta and I drove out toward the national park that surrounded our town. I didn't say much, which was canceled out by Greta chattering on about theories, questions, our clients, and why exactly I owed a guy like Bly $100, that now had somehow ballooned to $250. We drove to the spot where the offspring of Bert Parkhurst said his car had been left, looked around for a while, and concluded that if Bert didn't want to be found, characters like us in our tennis shoes and windbreakers weren't going to find him, at least not in this wilderness. I think Greta would have liked to set up a stakeout or something, but I talked her out of it because it was dinner time. And flush with our promise of $5,000, we stopped at the highest-class eatery in town, the Chili Dog stand along the highway.
Ugh. Why do you like this place?
I like this place because I order the real thing, dogs they've been making since Prohibition. You order those veggie dogs.
I'm trying to be healthier.
They have salads on the menu, you know.
I tried one once. The radishes were picked just before Prohibition.
Yikes.
Yeah.
What is it?
Behind you, isn't that Jen Parkhurst?
Where? Yeah, that is her.
She's coming this way.
Hello.
Hello. Did something happen? Did your father come home?
No, he'll never come home.
What makes you say that?
He doesn't want to. He doesn't love us, not like a father should. I came to tell you should stop looking.
Oh? Does that mean you've decided not to hire us?
I don't know what Carol wants to do. Carol always does whatever she wants. But you should stop looking. No point.
Why do you think your father doesn't love you anymore?
We're too much trouble. We're a disappointment. He says that all the time. Duke went to jail. Did you know that?
No.
He's always getting into trouble. It was drugs this last time.
Jen, do you mind if I call you Jen?
It doesn't matter.
Jen, were you sent here to stop our investigation?
I wasn't sent. I just came.
Do you want us to stop?
You need to. It's not going to work out the way Carol thinks, so you need to stop.
How does Carol think it's going to work out?
She wants the money.
What money?
The money she thinks Father has. Father owned a lake home before any of us were born. Carol thinks he sold it to some tech millionaire before the man got rich. Thinks the man paid off in stock that's worth billions now.
But you don't think so.
No. Nothing like that ever happens to us. Don't believe her.
About what?
The money or Father or anything. Carol's always trying to rewrite things.
We went to your father's care home today. They said Carol had money when he moved in there.
She has money sometimes, spends it just as quick. Everything she does for show. That's expensive, you know.
Are you all right? You look a little upset.
I'm fine. I have to go now. I'm finished anyway.
Hey, would you like a ride? We were just gonna pack up here. Did she look all right to you?
Larry! She walked right in front of that truck.
Call 911, now. I didn't see it happen, but the look on Greta's face, combined with what I found when I rushed over, told me all I needed to know. Jen Parkhurst stepped off the curb not 10 feet from me, right into traffic. Truck driver had no chance, and neither did the Parkhurst's little sister. She had a pulse and a heartbeat, but the way the EMTs handled her, I didn't think she was going to keep them very long. As the ambulance pulled away, Greta and I sat staring numbly at the blood and bits of broken plastic on the highway. Then our view was obstructed by a pair of crisp, creased uniform pants that ended in an ugly pair of shoes. I looked up into the face of Officer Rod Fine, the fine officer of our town's police force. He snapped off his sunglasses just like they do on TV and glowered at me.
Oh, it's you.
Would you believe I was seriously considering saying the exact same thing?
Larry.
You two were witnesses.
That's right.
Okay, let's hear it.
Geez, fine. Give us a break. It only happened a minute ago.
The crime scene's fresh. So is your memory. Let's have it.
Aren't you going to take our names first?
You're, Larry Smith.
Snow.
And you're, Gretel Anderson, right?
Greta.
All right. You two cohabitate, correct? Same address.
No, she rents the apartment in my basement.
So the same address.
Not quite, Super Spy, same house. Greta's address has apartment A on the end.
It does?
Quiet, we don't want to encourage him.
Tell me what happened.
Well, we were sitting here having chili dogs when Miss Parkhurst came up to talk with us.
Who?
Parkhurst. Jen Parkhurst. The victim of the accident you're investigating.
Any relation to Carol Parkhurst?
They're sisters.
Well, fine, outstanding woman, Miss Parkhurst. Always raises a lot of money for the police auxiliary at our annual bake sale.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like her.
What'd you talk about?
That's private.
It's some weird sex thing the three of you had going.
No, it was business, as in none of yours.
I can make you talk, you know.
I doubt that, but I'm busy. I need to get this over with. Is your pen working?
Well, of course it is. Oh, wait,
Here's the deal. We were hired as unofficial private investigators to look into the disappearance of Parker's father. We just started today when Jen approached us and told us to quit. She made it clear that it was her idea, but I get the sense Carol's the one writing the checks, so I'm going to keep going. You got all that?
I've got it.
Good.
No, I mean, I found my other pen. What was that all again?
The witnesses are beginning to wander off fine. You better interview them before they're all gone.
It's a good idea. You two will stay here.
No.
Excellent. I'll be right back.
I think Greta would have waited for him to return, but I reminded her that if we did that, we'd have to talk to him some more. So we walked to our car without looking back and drove home. No cops, fine or otherwise, chased us down. It had been an exhausting day, emotionally speaking, and neither one of us was in the mood to talk about this ridiculous foobar situation Greta had gotten me into, least of all her. So we got back to the house, disappeared to our separate corners, and relaxed. Later that night, after the chili dogs finished doing their thing at about 2 a.m., I stepped out on the front porch for some air. There was an elegant, over-engineered SUV parked on the silent street in front of my house. It looked about a lane and a half wide, and I'd bet a kidney those rims had never seen a mud puddle. The lights were on, and the engine was purring. I took a seat in the rocker on my porch and stared at the wagon until the driver's side door opened and Carol Parkhurst got out. She walked halfway up my front walk and stopped. I just stared at her. She stared at me. Then she walked the rest of the way to my front steps and paused dramatically. It was dark and my night vision wasn't much to begin with, but I could see the heat rising off this woman. She had something on her mind. You're up late.
Yes. Well, yes. That is to say, I don't generally sleep well.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry about your sister.
Oh, she's been life-flighted to the city. They think she'll make it.
Are you driving there now?
At first light, yes. That's why I'm here. I want to find out what you've learned before I go.
That's why you're parked in front of my house at 2 a.m.?
No. I was just driving around after leaving the hospital. I knew you lived here and thought I'd drive by in case there was a light on.
How is it you knew where I... You know what? Never mind. This town.
So what have you learned?
I learned your sister wanted us to quit. You don't seem surprised.
We didn't agree on the subject.
So your brother was the tiebreaker, huh?
I don't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Brother going with you?
Where? Oh, yes, the city. No, Duke has left town.
To go where?
He didn't say. He just said he had to leave.
Does he do that?
He did today.
Was this before or after Jen's accident?
I don't know. I don't know exactly when Jen was hurt.
5:22 this afternoon.
You know exactly
I was
when...
there, remember? I glanced at my watch when I was running over to where she lay.
I see. So you didn't learn anything today?
We didn't learn much. I talked to a friend at Shady Shores. He said your dad broke out of there all the time.
They're quite negligent in their security.
Yeah. By the way, who's your father's neurologist?
His doctor is Dr. Young.
Oh, yeah. She's good.
Yes.
Well, if there's nothing else, it is quite late.
Of course, and I need to be getting to the city.
Right.
Can I expect a full report from you when I get back?
Can I expect a check for $5,000?
Of course.
Then you'll get your report. Drive safe.
Yes.
Oh, and Miss Parkhurst,
Yes.
are you sure you don't know where your brother went?
I'm certain. Why?
No reason. She leveled a stare at me. Maybe the darkness made it seem more sinister than it was, but it seemed pretty sinister, all things considered. She walked slowly back to her status mobile, got in and drove away while almost convincing me she wasn't obsessed with what I knew. I waited for the sound of her car to fade into the distance. Then I waited some more. I don't know why. I had made up my mind what to do the minute she said her father's neurologist was Dr. Young. I knew Samantha Young. We'd tipped a beer together once or twice. Good doctor. But she's a GP, and dementia patients have neurologists. Carol didn't seem to know that. I waited until the first blue of dawn was just starting to wash out the black night sky and got up out of my chair. By then, the plan was set in my mind. I dressed, grabbed some essentials, including a good pair of boots, and headed out to my car. For a hot second, I considered waking Greta, but I had a pretty good idea she would hate this plan, and frankly, I could use the silence this time of the morning. So, fortified with gas station, Danish, and coffee, I drove back to the park and the spot where Bert Parkhurst's car had been found. It was light by then, so it was easy to find a broken branch or two and guess which way the family patriarch had walked. I hiked into the woods a mile, maybe more. Eventually, I came to a small clearing that looked about right, circled up some stones on a patch of dirt, stacked up the cordwood I brought with me, and got myself a nice little fire going. Then it was just a matter of waiting, and wait I did. For close to 2 hours, until the sun was over the trees and my little fire was almost out of wood. I never heard him when he arrived. I just looked up at one point and saw a man standing inside the tree line. His gray beard was close cut, the toque on top of his head was older than me, and his eyes were as sharp and crystal blue as Arctic ice. Carol and Duke's eyes were pale imitations. I motioned to the felled log opposite me. He considered me for a second, then walked over and sat. Morning.
Near enough noon. Out hunting?
You could say that. I'm looking for someone.
In these woods? No cabins here. Park tore 'em all down when they came in the 70s.
That so?
Nothing here now.
Coffee? It's been cooking a while, but still good.
Oh, sure.
You wouldn't be Bert Parkhurst, would you?
Don't know anyone by that name?
That's a shame. That's who I'm looking for.
Yeah?
Yeah. His family hired me to find him. His car was left on the road back there. They had cops, volunteers, everybody out looking. They couldn't find him.
I think I might have heard something about that.
It was in all the papers. The kids are very worried.
Huh?
What?
Oh, nothing. Worried, you say?
Yeah. They say their dad has dementia.
Oh, some folks tag anyone my age with that. Doesn't even matter if you're showing symptoms. They still tag you with it.
That's what happened to you?
What'd you say your name was?
Larry Snow.
Oh, yeah. Greta's landlord.
This town.
But yeah, it happened to me. You have kids?
Nope.
Smart. Kids. These days they never really stop needing you, you know? You change their diapers, you pay for everything while they grow up, you put up with the teen years, and then what? They're supposed to take care of you, right? Don't work that way no more. These kids today just go from frying pan to fire over and over again. And guess who needs to bail them out? Huh, I should have walked off into the woods years ago.
So why'd you walk out of them now?
What?
Here, in the woods. When you saw my fire, why'd you walk out of the woods now? Couldn't have been for that coffee.
Oh, I don't know. I got lonelier quicker than I figured.
You know, Carol thinks you have money. Something about a cabin and a millionaire?
Carol. Always figured I had money. Or her husband's had money. Or someone had money. Money's a toy to her. You know what she did? Took out a loan and then used that cash as collateral on another loan. Did that 3 times.
What for?
Well, she was going to buy a car dealership. Then COVID hit, and the owners decided not to sell. You know what she did then? Sitting on a couple $100K? She'd just spent it. It's just gone. It's like money isn't even real to her. It's a made-up thing. If you need more, you just make it up.
You need to know something. Jen's been in a bad accident. They had to life flight her to the city.
Were you there?
As it happens, yeah.
She tried to kill herself?
No. Traffic accident.
She stepped off the curb, didn't she? Stepped off right into traffic.
Why do you think that?
Oh, she's done it before. Pills one time. Cut her wrists another. Break your heart, those kids. Boy is the worst. Jail, drugs, running around like a teenager when he's nearly 30. Carol's a white-collar criminal. And Jennifer only hurts herself. But Duke, he's going to really hurt someone someday. I don't want anything to do with them.
They're still your kids, Bert.
Yeah, but am I their dad? Sure as hell don't feel like it. Feels like I'm just the ATM.
I get it. What should I tell them?
I don't follow.
Well, they hired me to find you. I did that. Now I have to tell them something.
Oh, that's a pickle. But here's the thing. You're not going to tell them where I am.
Okay. What's with the gun?
Oh, don't worry about it.
What do you want me to say to them?
Tell them you couldn't find me.
Couldn't do that. They're paying me. Okay. Wait a minute. Can we talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about.
Sure there is. You're holding a gun on me, but nothing's happened yet. You haven't fired. I haven't tried to take it from you.
Are you going to try and take it from me?
Don't be stupid. Of course not. The point is, if you wanted to shoot me, you could do it right now, but you haven't. I'm betting you're not going to.
You can't tell them where I am.
I have to. They hired me.
Oh, they did, huh? How much?
What?
I asked how much.
$5K.
You'll never see it. It's too much anyway. That's Carol in a nutshell. She thinks overpaying is classy. You'll never see a dime, bub.
Maybe not, but I told them I'd find you.
Tell the truth, then. You set up camp in the woods. I showed up. We talked a while. What are they going to do about it?
Well, they got that dementia tag hung on you. They could get the authorities involved, send out more search teams. I tell them you pulled that gun, the teams will come armed. Maybe even the National Guard.
I don't care.
Really? Because I would think search teams would interfere with your plans for a quiet life.
I'm not going to be here that long.
What's that mean? You aren't thinking...
Oh, if you're asking if Jennifer's problem runs in the family like the Hemingways, it doesn't. I'm not going to off myself. I'm just ready for phase 2 of my plan.
And what's that?
Need-to-know basis. You were right about one thing, though. This gun was a bluff. You said 5,000?
Yeah?
Here is 5,001.
What do you
I'm hiring you, Larry Snow. I'm hiring you to keep my little secret. Carol was right about one thing. I really did sell our cabin to a tech millionaire. Probably a billionaire now. He loves that place. Always told me if I ever needed anything, just call him. As it happens, I need a pickup in the woods and a flight to another country. He was happy to oblige.
So that's it? You're just going to disappear?
What's there to stay for?
Well, you're their father, Bert, and from the looks of things, they need a father.
They're not wayward teens, Snow. They're adults who are rotten to the core. There aren't going to be any future generations, so leaving a legacy doesn't make sense. Carol would just spend it. Whatever she can't spend, Duke will sniff or smoke.
And Jen?
Jen probably won't see her 30th birthday. You've been paid. Tell them whatever you want.
As he walked away and disappeared into the woods, the helicopter got close enough for me to read the corporate logo on its side. It was a big tech company, all right. If you were in good with a nerd with that kind of coin, you could probably get a manor house or a small island somewhere. The copter dropped behind the trees in the distance, and after 5 minutes or so, roared up and flew away. And me? Well, I sat there like an idiot and let it all happen. Bert Parkhurst figured he could buy me for $5,001. As I looked down at the stack of bills in my hand, I wondered if he had. Carol was not happy with my report. She was so unhappy she threatened to sue me for breach of contract and never gave me a dime, just like Bert said she would. Duke blew up my phone for a couple of days, threatening grievous bodily harm, but I never actually saw him either. Last I heard of him, he was trying to make it as a hip-hop artist in the city, because of course he was. Oh, and the youngest Parkhurst? Well, Greta knew a friend of a friend, and got in touch with her a few weeks later. Hello?
Greta said you needed to see me?
Yes. Come in. Sit down, please. I think Greta had some hot water on for tea.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
All right. You look good.
Thank you.
Your rehab going well?
Yes.
You're not going to make this easy, are you?
What?
I'm having a hard time dragging 2 words out of you.
I'm sorry.
Except for those 2 words. Jen, I have a message for you from your father.
You found him?
Yes.
But Carol said...
I know, but I found him.
Is he okay?
Yes, he is. He's alive and well, but he's going away. He says he can't stay here anymore.
Oh.
But he gave me a message for you. He said it wasn't your fault. None of it. He says he knows that Carol makes it seem like it's your fault, but she's wrong. It isn't.
Then why did he go?
I don't know. He didn't tell me that. But he wanted me to give you something. It's $5,000. He thought maybe you could move somewhere, maybe even out of town.
This is for me? From Papa?
Yes.
But Carol usually...
He said it wasn't Carol's money. It's yours. Understand? He was very insistent about that. He even suggested keeping it a secret from Carol.
She wouldn't like that.
It's not her money. If you like, Greta and I can help you set up a bank account or something.
I don't understand.
He loves you, Jen. He wants you to have a better life. $5,000 won't buy that, but it's a start. Do you understand?
I think so. I should go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, that went pretty well.
I figured you were listening back there somewhere.
Of course. It was my idea, wasn't it?
The hell it was. It was my idea.
After I planted it in your head. You're getting forgetful in your old age.
Boy, they really do play loose with that dementia tag, don't they?
Fine. You're sound of mind and body, Larry.
Thank you.
And that was a very nice thing to do.
Well, at least I can sleep at night now.
Just one thing. I thought the father gave you $5,001.
He did.
But you only gave Jen $5,000?
I'm going to take that extra buck and invest it in this big tech company I know. They're doing so great, they're burning chopper fuel for fun.
This has been The Old Man in the Forest, an episode of the Larry Snow Mysteries from the Icebox Radio Theater. It starred Jeffrey Adams as Snow, Grace Flesland as Greta, Diane Adams as Carol, Dalton Johnson as Duke, Gavia Yunt as Jen, Justin Kapla as Bly, and featuring Douglas Screef as Bert Parkhurst. Written and directed by Jeffrey Adams. Recorded at the IBRT Studios, International Falls. Copyright 2026 by the Icebox Radio Theater. For more information, visit iceboxradio.org.